Today we're going to use our knowledge of fractions to place them on a number line. Until now, we've been working with wholes such as objects, but today we're going to explore fractions on a number line. Let's take a look at the problem of the day. How did you represent the situation? Say your answer out loud. I heard that some of you represented and solved the problem with your fraction strips. How did you represent? I heard you say that you folded your fraction strip in half because you know that Charisse went for a 1 mile run and got a drink halfway. This fold in the middle represents 1/2. How is the whole represented by this fraction strip? Say your answer out loud. That's right, the whole strip is the whole, or Charisse's entire 1 mile run. Okay, does this part, this line, represent 1/2, or does this part represent 1/2? What do you think? That's right. This piece of the fraction strip represents 1/2, not the point at which you fold it. Let's see how we can represent this same idea on a number line. If you represent it on a number line, how did you represent and why? Share your answer out loud. I heard you say you partition the whole into halves by drawing a line in the middle to create 2 equal parts. Why? That's right. The problem said that she stopped to drink some water once she ran 1/2 of a mile. So we needed to partition the whole into halves. We know that on the fraction strip, the entire strip represented 1 whole. How can we show 1 whole on this number line? Say your answer out loud. That's right. I heard you say that you could put a 0 at the beginning and a 1 at the end to represent or show our 1 whole. I like to label it with the word wholes or a W in order to help me remember that this is where my whole is. Why does that work? Why does it work to label 0 and 1 to represent our whole? That's right. A number line shows numbers in consecutive order. That means numbers from least to greatest. We need to look at the space in between 0 and 1 to see 1 whole. This is called an interval. Say that word. This is called yes, an interval. An interval represents the distance between 2 points. What part of the whole does this interval represent? Say your answer out loud. That's right. This interval represents 1/2 because this is 1 out of 2 intervals that make up our 1 whole. What part of the whole does this interval represent? Say your answer out loud. That's right. This interval also represents 1/2 because this is 1 out of 2 intervals that we have in our 1 whole. We can represent fractional parts as an interval on a number line because they show a part of the whole. Now that you've portioned the shape to make halves, and you told me that each of these intervals represents 1/2, where will we label 1/2 on our number line and why? We labeled 0 and 1 here. Where will we label 1/2 on the number line and why? Say your answer out loud. That's right. We're going to add 1/2 to our label right in the middle of the partition we drew. We're going to put it there because it shows us where 1/2 is on the number line. That's right. 1/2 is right at the end of where the first half ends, or the first interval. This is how you can think about where fractions go on a number line. What is the unit fraction on this number line and why? That's right. The unit fraction is 1/2 because there is one whole with two equal parts. And we know that unit fractions represent one part out of the total number of parts in one whole. Today we're going to be representing one whole as a distance on a number line. Let's keep using lines to partition the number line into equal intervals or parts. Remember, on your number line, the space or the interval represents the fractional part. Keep that in mind as you move into the try one more.